Hey, come on in, guys. Drop your city and state. Like, share, and tag. Grand Rising in the store today, doing a little work. Hey, LaTanya, thanks for jumping on. Just a simple reminder, quick reminder. Today is Sunday savings. Today is Sunday savings, okay? That means that if you have a minimum purchase of $40 and you use code Sunday savings, you're going to save 15% off. That's just about everything in the store. Just about everything in the store, okay? So if you guys are looking to get some deals, go to theblankspot.com. At the end, type in Sunday savings at checkout, and you'll get that, okay? Out of Lexington. Cool. Drop your city and state. I'm coming. Drop your city and state. Let me know where you're coming in from, and let me know if you are a business owner. If you are a business owner, drop your business, okay? Drop your business and what you're actually doing, okay? Then I'm coming back with a couple more questions as well. My name is Eric, coming out of Columbia, South Carolina. This is the Blank Spot Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store. And the Blank Spot Academy is hosting this. So I got some work to do. Got a little work to do. Did y'all know that social media is the only place where you can either get famous and you can get I guess unfamous at the same time by people you don't even know? I'm a witness. Drop your city and state. If you got a business, let me know what your business is. If this is your first time tuning in, drop a number 1. If you have been here before, drop a number 2. Please and thank you. Go play a little game today. I know there's some people out here that's going to want to know why I choose the topics that I choose, but I just want to share something with you. And something that I noticed. Your first time here, drop a number 1. If you've been here before, drop a number 2. I know I'm asking a lot of stuff, y'all. And if you are a business owner, guys, let me know what your business is and what you do. Okay? And I'm going to be asking this sporadically because we're going to get new followers on. Or new people on the platform. So tell you what, man, if you ever worked in the cleaners, you'll know what I'm talking about. Or if you ever been in the cleaners, this thing gets hot. It gets hot. We're gonna talk about some business things today. Not gonna get into the financial portion of it, but we're gonna talk about some business things today. And I want to know how this may have affected you as well in your business and your decision making, and the reason why you may have started a business. Okay. So now, do me a favor. Since everybody's answered that, I appreciate the participation. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate it because every time you double tap the screen on TikTok, then that means that more people are going to be invited or alerted. Every time you share from Facebook and or even, I don't know if you can share from YouTube or not, but every time you share, then that gets our views out there. So you know what? I think I'm going to share this to our Facebook. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. It's on our Facebook page. I'll share it later on. If you guys don't mind, but share it on Facebook as well. The size press this is a 31 by 40. That's what size press it is. And listen, don't get upset if I don't scroll back and answer your question. If it's an important question, please go back and post it again, because me scrolling back and forth. Thanks, LaTanya, for sharing. You always share. I appreciate you. If I don't answer your question, it's not because I'm ignoring you. It's because I want to deliver a message, okay? I want to deliver the message that I want to deliver. So it's not that I'm ignoring you, but it's just that I have an agenda, okay? I have an agenda this morning. So now, once again, you guys are just jumping on. We are a sublimation blanks and supply store. We're about to launch our Eco Solvent ink as well. So hopefully that'll happen this week. The ink has been held up, but today is Sunday savings. Today is Sunday savings. So if you go to our website, if you're interested, only if you're interested, you go to our website, you can check us out, theblankspot.com, use code Sunday Savings, and you have to spend at least $40, but you'll get 15% off, okay? We do ship. So for those of you who tuned in to the channel before, you already know I like to talk about business. That's my passion. That is my passion. Hey, how was the concert? Let me stop telling your business. How you doing? I ain't calling your name though. So, but yeah, so forming an LLC versus starting a business, two totally different things. And I'm gonna tell you why a lot of people are mad at some of these so-called experts, so some of these so-called coaches. And I say some of these so-called, I said what I said, and I'm gonna keep on saying it. I'm not a controversial person. However, I don't mind speaking the truth. So some of these so-called coaches that popped up out of nowhere during the epidemic, they said, hey, you know what? You need to start your business because the government is giving out PPP money. Work with me, y'all. The government's giving out PPP money. So you need to start your business. You need to go ahead and meet the prerequisites. And the prerequisites for that loan, was that you had to have an LLC. That was the prerequisites. I'm not wearing my cape today. I ain't wearing my cape today. This is going to be an easy one right here. But thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it, Melba. Thanks for jumping on. This is going to be an easy one. But some of the prerequisites for that was that you had to have an LLC. You had to have an actual business. It would have gone easier. I'm not going to get into the PPP thing too deeply, but a lot of people started their business during the epidemic. So this is what I want you guys to do. I got the number one. We got some new people on here. Thank y'all for jumping on. I hope I share some interesting information that's going to keep you coming back. I got the number two. That means that I've said something in the past that either caught your attention and encouraged you, or you like some of the drama that I give. So you like, hey, I'm gonna come back and see what this clown or this idiot has to say. Or you just, you like the information. But here I want you to do this. You dropped your city, you dropped your state, you told me that you're a business owner, you told me the type of business that you have. You say you want to learn more about EcoSolvent. Dorothy's going to give a class on EcoSolvent on the 1st of October. Go to the Blank Spot Academy and you can register for that class. I'll be talking about that later on as well. Actually, it's in the group as well, LaTanya. So if you're a part of our private group, you can see that EcoSolvent class, and it's already available on the website. But so if you started your business during the epidemic, you got to be careful with the words that you say. I don't see a clown or an idiot. I've been back multiple times. You're awesome. I appreciate it. Some people going to beg to differ, but, I had to put it out there. I appreciate that, though. How many people started their business during the epidemic? Give me a number 3 if you started your business during the epidemic. Give me number 3 if you started your business during the epidemic. Don't mind me. I'm checking the temperature, y'all. If you started your business during the epidemic, give me a number 3. I'm looking. That means if you started your business in 2020, if you started your business in 2020, 2021, or 2022, drop me number 3. Okay? This is no hit on you. I just want to share something with you. I want to show you something. I want to show y'all something. But see, I care about what I share. Okay, I care about what I share. I don't have anybody on TikTok that's playing, so maybe none of them started their business. Maybe all of them was in business before the epidemic. Okay, so cool. I got Brittany. Cool. If you started your business between 2020, actually, if you started your business in 2020, drop in number 3. Please and thank you. I'm about to share something with y'all, man. And the reason why I'm asking is because there was a whole bunch of coaches that popped up. There's a whole bunch of business coaches that popped up. There was a whole bunch of business coaches that popped up during the epidemic. Right around the time the government was giving this money out. They were giving grants. They were giving $10,000 grants. And everybody, when they started understanding that they could qualify for a government grant meaning that you don't have to pay that money back. When they started realizing that they could qualify for a grant, then a lot of people started applying for the grant. However, there were also a lot of people who saw an opportunity to take advantage of people who were struggling. I want y'all to understand something. Desperate people do desperate things. Would y'all agree with me? People who are desperate do desperate things. People who are desperate do desperate things. So some people took that as a sign of, okay, I can get some free money, and we know nothing's free, but I can get some free money I can get some free money to offset the fact that I lost my job. Somebody told me that if I start a business, if I create an LLC, if I form an LLC, then I can actually apply for some money, some free money, right? And there were people who were taking advantage of people. There were coaches out there that just popped up out of the woodwork. A lot of those coaches, and I'm going to just say it, a lot of those coaches came from network marketing platforms. Now, I'm going to tell you this because I'm a network marketer. I've been in network marketing since 2015, 2016. So a lot of those self-proclaimed coaches came from the network marketing lane. If you don't know what network marketing is, it's just another platform of business. Look at Mary Kay, Avon, It Works. Primerica is a network marketing platform. It's a lot of different ones out there, okay? Juices and there's nothing wrong with network marketing. You can't hear me? You lost the sound? Nobody can hear me? What about now? What about now? Can you guys hear me now? I know I'm talking to TikTok now. Still no sound? Still no sound? No? No? I got you on Facebook and YouTube. Y'all can hear me. Hold on for a second. Am I good? I'm good now? Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Man, I need y'all, man. I need y'all. I don't know if it's the internet going back and forth. There was a plane that just flew over, okay? Thank you. I appreciate it. So a lot of those self-proclaimed coaches came from the network marketing field, that lane. And I, myself, my wife and I, we were in network marketing as well. So we've been in business since 2015 or 16. So we already were established as business owners. But the thing that I found out was that a lot of those network marketers, they were taking advantage of desperate people. Now, I want you to think about this. Does anybody on here, well, give me a 4. Drop a number 4 if you understand capitalism. If you understand the word capitalism, drop a number 4. Drop a number 4 if you understand the word capitalism. Not if you've heard it before, but if you actually understand capitalism, okay? And it's okay. If you don't understand it, drop a number 2. If you don't understand capitalism, drop a number 2. A 4 if you understand, a 2 if you don't. I sure did. My wife came right into the door, and she see me get ready to do a shirt, and the first thing she asked me is, "Did you cut the edges off that paper?" See this? Y'all see this? This don't mean nothing. This don't mean nothing to my wife, man. I'm telling y'all. So check it out, right? That's my help. That's my helpmate, man. So capitalism, for those of you who don't understand it, by definition, this is a capitalistic country. That means that people who are here and understand capitalism are going to take advantage of somebody else's time, somebody else's efforts, somebody else's skill sets to make money, to capitalize on something. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing because you can be a good capitalist. But during the epidemic, did I get that right? Does that make sense? So during the epidemic, there were a lot of coaches that just popped up like weeds coming out of the ground. They popped up. And then they heard that, you know what? If somebody has a business, then they can actually qualify for a grant, a $10,000 grant. Now, let's just say I'm one of those people that came from the network marketing area, and I said, hey, you know what? I have an opportunity to take advantage of people's situations and their mindsets, and they're struggling, they're losing their jobs here and there, left and right, and I have an opportunity to make some money. So I'm going to tell them, hey, listen, if you go out there and you form an LLC, good capitalists are few and far between, absolutely. I like to think of myself, my wife and I, as good capitalists, and I'll tell you why later. But if you form an LLC, then you can apply for this money. But now I'm going to show you how. But you got to apply for an LLC. Along with the other monies that we were getting. What's the other money we were getting? To push out the economy. It was the economic injury. No, not the EDIL. Not that. We were getting $600 per family member. Help me. Stipulations. Yeah. Stimulus checks. Yeah. Stimulus checks. Y'all have to excuse me. I do suffer with PTSD. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow, about an episode that happened last Monday. But we'll talk about that tomorrow. But I do suffer with PTSD, so I have short-term memory, so you have to excuse me. So if I ask and it seems like it's real easy to figure out, that's just because, I forgot. But anyway, so that on top of the stimulus money that the government was pushing out to stimulate the government's economy, they said, hey, you know what? Take that stimulus check, go formulate an LLC, and then I'll show you how to get another $10,000. On top of that, the PPP money is coming, and I'm going to show you how to hustle that money as well. So there were a lot of coaches that sprouted up, y'all. They sprouted up. And they say, you know what? Hey, here's an opportunity to make some money. I know some people that are struggling. They're in a bad situation. Their backs are up against the wall. They lost their job. They got laid off. They lost hours. So let's go ahead and capitalize on that situation. And these coaches was coming out of everywhere, man. I never seen so many coaches, so many self-proclaimed coaches anyway. I'm just being real. Now, I might step on some toes because social media is the only place where you can go that people feel like that, because this is our platform, right? But social media is the only place where you can go that people who have an opinion, they pop up on your timeline and they start sharing their opinion on your timeline when they can share it on theirs. I noticed that. You noticed that? Without anybody even asking. But we having a great conversation, so we're good. Not that I don't want you to share your opinions. Just understand that we can agree to disagree, but I'm not gonna get in no shouting contest. I ain't going back and forth. I ain't going round and round. I ain't about to convince nobody of anything. But anyway, coaches popped up. People were desperate. Stimulus money, government grants, and PPP. So these coaches started telling people, hey, you know what? If you form an LLC, which is not a business, an LLC is not a business, y'all. I can shake my head till it shakes off and people still won't understand that. Now I'm dizzy. Forming an LLC is not the same as a business. An LLC is an agreement between you and the Secretary of State. A business is something that has products and services. And it has to be something that somebody wants other than you. She said, you spot on with this. Come on now. If you understand that people were desperate, in 2020, so many things got shut down. So many businesses were shut down. So many things slowed down. To people were so desperate they would do anything to keep their head above water. I'm trying to get this straight. Trying to get this straight, y'all. I don't tape. If it's for me, I ain't taping nothing. I'm finna make a shirt. I don't tape. So let me see. So now, here's the deal. Now these people are so desperate and they're convinced. Now I want you to understand something about business. The one thing that you must understand about business is that you have to have a target audience. You got to have a market. For some reason, the Blank Spot Sublimation Blanks and Supply Store and the Blank Spot Academy attract startups. We attract people who are new to business, right? I don't know if it's because we're so user-friendly. I don't know if it's because we're so eager to educate people or share information, but we attract people who are new to business. I don't want nobody desperate in my network. I don't. You? We don't like desperate. We don't like dealing with desperate personalities because desperate people would do desperate things. But there were some people who were targeting desperate people. Do you know who the most vulnerable people were at that time? I'm going to share something with you. The most vulnerable and desperate people at the time of the epidemic, when they shut things down, were single family homes, specifically African American mothers. Single moms altogether, but specifically African American moms. You say, well, Eric, why you say that? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. It was because systemic racism has already separated that culture, okay? Systemic racism had already separated that culture. I'm not talking about single white moms or Caucasian moms or single moms in general. Single moms in general were affected the most, but African American single moms were affected. Single households. They only had one income, most of them. I want y'all don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with me, okay? You don't have to agree with me. But I want to tell you this story from my perspective. So there were these coaches that was popping up. Let's get back to that story. These coaches that was popping up. And there was a lot of them were in network marketing. So they talked the sales talk. And if you hear some of the things that I say, you know what? If people trust you, they'll listen to you. If they like you, they'll listen to you. If they trust you, they'll do business with you. That's network marketing. That's all in the book. That's Zig Ziglar all day long. If they like you, they'll listen to you. If they trust you, they'll do business with you. Always networking, never not working. Things like that, okay? Statistically speaking, for those in the back. So I'm going to read some of the comments. One young lady said, I'm starting my LLC. I'm starting my business and was told to start an LLC this week. I'm not saying not to start an LLC. I'm simply saying, and I think that may be a great idea if you're ready for that at this, because it's levels. I'm just saying that forming an LLC is not a business. They're two different things. An LLC is an agreement between you and the Secretary of State, and it's a protection against your limited liability and your personal belongings, okay? A business is something that has products and services, and you're attempting to make a profit by selling or offering those products or services, okay? I'm waiting on getting my LLC. I will grow my business. I hope it's the right thing to do. It depends on your products and your services. Depends on your products and services. You still need some protection. It's a lot of things that's involved in business. But I don't want y'all to miss the picture because you're looking at the frame. Don't miss the picture or the point that I'm attempting to make because you are looking at the frame. The picture is that people took advantage of desperate people. And statistics were showing, the government statistics was showing, small business associations was showing statistics and numbers about how many people were starting businesses in 2018 and they show it every year. In 2018 in comparison to 2019, in 2019 in comparison to 2020. Do your homework, do your research. Look at how many businesses were started during the epidemic. It's about 800,000 businesses were started. Now I want you to go back and look at how many businesses didn't stand up. See, sooner or later, somebody's going to get it. Sooner or later, somebody's going to get what I'm trying to share with you. In general, some people, and I say we weren't, but some people were taken advantage of. And the group that was affected most, remember, as a business, you got to have a target audience. You got to have a target market. You got to have that breakdown of who you want to actually talk to. Age, gender, race. You got to know that, okay? You have to know that. What is your customer avatar? All right? You got to know that. So some smart people that was in marketing, they knew that. So they jumped right on it. And I can think of a handful of people who look like me that took advantage of people who look like me in their situation. But people still following them. They say, hey, you know what? Here's the next one. I'm gonna show you how to build a 6-figure business. First thing you need to do, you need to go ahead and formulate your LLC. Because if you get your LLC, then you'll be able to apply for some of that free money that's going around, right? Not because they don't know any better. That's one thing. I think that's one thing, but I think also because they're desperate. See, it's easier to lie to somebody and to continue to lie to them than it is to prove to them that they've been lied to. So yeah, it does. If it starts from systems and systemic racism, it forms from the systemic part of the society. You're absolutely right. But how long are you going to be told the truth and not research it? How long before you start to research that, hey, you know what? Grass is green. Healthy grass is green, right? Healthy grass is green. My grass is yellow. So now I need to go ahead and do some research on my grass. Why is my grass yellow if healthy grass is green? That's just an example. That's as straight as it's going to get, y'all. I'm going in. No, I ain't. Because I like this shirt. I'm going in the right way. So, hey, talk to me, man. Let me see. What y'all talking about? Yes, you're so right. I hate that I am. Let me see. The masses have put the fear in the people, and people are not going to do their own research. Absolutely. So now, you got this coach that comes along with this story, right? They come along with this story and they say, hey, I was just like you. I didn't have much. And look at me. I'm a success. I'm a single parent. I'm a single mom. I'm a black business owner. I'm a this, I'm a that. If I can do it, you can too. But it's going to cost you about $2,000 to do it. Y'all going to get mad at me in a minute. Y'all going to get mad in a little bit. In a little bit, y'all going to get mad. It's going to cost you $2,000 to do it. I can help you, but it's going to cost you. See, these coaches came out of nowhere with no credentials, no credibility, and no background checks. And because all we wanted to do was get to the money, everybody was mad. That's all we wanted to do, man. We just wanted to get to the money. Because we was chasing the bag. We got just what we asked for. I ain't gonna get no amens on that. See, a part of it is how we were taught, and another part of it is how we think. Just because we think a certain type of way, because that's how we was taught, that don't mean we have to stay that way. We have to separate ourselves from the things that have kept us in bondage. Happy Sunday to you too. Out of Chi-Town. I know. That's the PA. Drop y'all city and state. Like, share, and tag, guys. Formulating an LLC is not the same as starting a business. An LLC is a protection. An LLC is recommended, especially if you want to protect your personal and your personal assets. However, just because somebody goes out and formulates an LLC, that don't mean they got a business. Somebody on here right now got an LLC. Just because somebody told them to get an LLC, and they ain't got not one product, they ain't got not one service, they ain't got nothing to offer, but they got an LLC. And they probably been using that as tax deductions to lower their taxes. I'm not going to get into that. I'm just saying there's a lot of things, okay? Las Cruz, Mexico, New Mexico. That's what's up. I'm just getting to the money. Everybody mad. I'm about to go a little bit deeper. So these coaches started popping up like weeds, taking advantage of people in this situation in desperate times of need. A desperate person with their back up against the wall is going to be willing to do almost anything. We have to unlearn the things. You're absolutely right. We have to move forward on research to learn new things or learn what we don't know, need to know. Okay? That's what's that? 31 by 40? 31 by 40. Let's say that. 31 by 40. You can still get grants being a sole proprietor. Yes, you sure can. You're absolutely right. Because a sole proprietor is an entity. An LLC is an entity. However, as a sole proprietor, you're not protected. Okay? You're not protected. But you're right. But people were sold on the idea that if they get these LLCs, now you can apply for other things. Which you could have applied for other things as sole proprietors. Right? I don't want y'all to miss the picture by looking at the frame. Don't miss the picture by looking at the frame. Then these coaches say, hey, you know what? I'm going to show you how to start and build a six-figure business. Now, remember, we talking to desperate people. We talking to desperate people who making $30,000 a year. Six figures sounds good to them, don't it? Man, let me tell you something. You see this? You see this ink release? This right here. This is why you need to buy our paper. This is why you need to buy our paper. So let's take a break. Commercial break. This is Sunday savings. We are the Blank Spot Sublimation Blanket Supply Store. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina. We have 15% off the entire store with a minimum purchase of $40. Plug in Sunday savings as the code. We ship everywhere, y'all. Commercial's over. So, just getting to the money. Everybody mad. So they say, hey, they already know they low income single moms. They already know that they low income single moms. They know that. And they say, since you low income single mom, let me go ahead and get this money up out you, because I know you ain't making but $40,000, $30,000 a year. I know that. Is this sticky paper? Is this the sticky side paper? We got tacky and non-tacky. We got sticky and non-sticky. But our sheets are fast drying, non-tacky. Okay, but our rolls are tacky. So we have paper rolls that are tacky. Just getting to the money. Everybody mad. All right. So that's enough to talk about the blank spot. That's enough to talk about the blank spot stuff. Let's go back to this conversation. Let's go back to this conversation, right? Six-figure coaches. That's what I call them. I call them six-figure coaches. I can show you how to make six figures, right? I can show you how to make six figures. And six figures to a person that's barely making five sounds great, right? But you already know if you don't have the mindset, if you don't have the mindset or the work ethic or the drive or that get up and go about yourself, I can tell you anything that you want to believe. That don't mean you're going to be able to achieve it. I ain't saying all of these coaches are bad. I'm just saying that not all these coaches are good. I call them six-figure coaches. I call them dream sellers. That's what I call them. I call them dream sellers. That's exactly what I call them. They're selling dreams. They're telling people exactly what they want to hear. A lot of them are bad. I think more of them are bad than the ones that are good, or at least the ones that are bad are overshadowing the ones that are good. Good intentions, you know what I'm saying? So, I can show you how to make six figures. That's what they said. I can show you how to build a six-figure business. Now, I don't know about you, but I know my value and I know my worth. I know my value and I know my worth. We made six figures in cash flow in what? 18 months? 18 months. We cash flow six figures in 18 months. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you keep. And cash flow is the amount of money that you have left over after all your expenses are paid. So if somebody makes a six-figure sales in business, that don't necessarily mean they're going to keep that money. And people started to learn that and understand that. But I don't want nobody to show me how to make six figures because I know my value. What a nine-figure coach is at? Huh, D? What a nine-figure coach is at? Anyway, people showing their back office to their Shopify accounts. People showing their lavish lifestyle and how they living. Hey, the heat press is 31 by 40. The heat press is 31 by 40. The majority of the six-figure coaches will have you so far from your initial purchase. A purpose. Absolutely. Your purpose is to build a successful business, and all they want to do is line their pockets. What I learned, though, this is what I learned, y'all. I learned this. And this is live. This is a live platform, guys. What I did learn was this. Most of the six-figure coaches that are showing you how to build a six-figure business have four-figure products. And they're showing you how to make and build a six-figure business off of your four-figure invoice. Somebody gonna get that in a minute. I'm just getting to the money. Everybody mad. You know what I can't find? My cord. Somebody gonna get what I just said in a minute. And if you don't worry about it. I'm gonna repeat it again. I'm gonna break it down so low. I'm gonna break it down so low that you ain't gonna have no choice but to understand what I just said. Y'all ready? Give me a number 2 if y'all ready. I'm gonna explain this. I'm gonna explain this to the lowest form, so you can understand. Drop a number 2 if y'all want me to go a little bit deep about what I just said about six-figure business coaches are showing you how to make money with your 4-figure purchases. Y'all ready? Drop a number 2. I need some tools because I'm about to elaborate. I'm about to make somebody mad. I do that a lot. I make people upset. But I'm a thought-provoking person. Shout out to our graphic designer. Shout out to our friend in Livingston Parish in Denham Springs, Louisiana. So check this out. We about to apply some pressure, right? Y'all ready? We about to apply some pressure. That 6-figure coach said that I'm going to show you how to make 6 figures in your business, but they're going to charge you $2,000. Or they're going to charge you $1,000. $999 is still $1,000. $800 is still $1,000. So they're going to take your money. And I want y'all to do the math. If I want to make $100,000, how many $1,000 classes do I have to sell? How many $1,000 courses do I have to sell to make that money? I want to make $100,000. How many courses do I have to sell? Anybody? Simple math. 100. 100. 100. 100. Y'all coming in. 100. So you mean to tell me that all I got to do is pump some people up, run around the stage and talking smack to people who are desperate, people who are already struggling, people who are already in the fight, trying to survive, knowing that the struggle is real, but not understanding that the struggle is unnecessary. And all I got to do is say, hey, you know what? For $899, for $999, for $1,000, I can show you how to build a 6-figure business. You was too busy looking at the frame and y'all missed the picture. Not you, y'all, but them. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying. And they built a 6-figure business off of one product. And they kept on doing it. Then they say, you know what? Psst, this worth more than this. I'm going to go ahead and do this class for $1,900, $1,999. Let me stop, man, because I'm going to make somebody mad. They still active. They still doing the same thing. And they still got the same desperate people that they're pushing. I'm going to tell you a story. Desperate people, and I'm from the country. Okay, I'm very much from the country. Desperate people are much like cattle. Now, before somebody get mad and say I just called everybody heifers or bulls, that ain't what I said. I said desperate personalities are much like cattle. Have you ever been to a slaughter? They march them cows into the slaughterhouse. They march them right on in. They don't put up no fight. They don't resist. They don't do nothing. And they stick their head in that hole and chop it right off. That's what happens. Yeah, man. I know I'm real animated, man. I like to have fun. I want y'all to understand something. All these coaches popped up out of nowhere. Where were these coaches at in 2017, in 2016, before the epidemic, or right after the housing crash in 2018? Where was these coaches at to show people how to keep their houses? Where was these coaches at to show them some financial education, to share some information with them that can help their families? Why weren't no coaches talking about it then? I will not be a cow. I like my head. I'm telling y'all, man, listen, you ain't got to agree with me. You can agree to disagree. The sad part about it is people talk about what they only understand. And a lot of these people, a lot of these so-called six-figure coaches have created 7- and 8-figure businesses off of your 4-figure investment. And still, those people have not been able to create a 6-figure business. As a matter of fact, I saw this on social media the other day. I saw somebody that was following one of them 6-figure coaches that had their printer for sale. They had one of their printers for sale. I'm in the crafting industry, huh? I'm in the crafting industry, and my printer is my money maker. But I ain't selling my printer because I'm upgrading. I'm selling my printer because I got to pay my rent. Y'all didn't hear what I just said, man. Y'all, you know what? I'm finna stop. Let's take a break. So, today is Sunday Savings. Use coupon code Sunday Savings at checkout. Save 15% with a minimum purchase of just $40. You don't have to participate, but you can take advantage of the savings and build your inventory. We are Southern Mason Blanks and Supply Store. My name is Eric. We're located in Columbia, South Carolina. Forming an LLC, let's get back to the topic. Forming an LLC is not the same as starting a business. Forming an LLC is not the same as starting a business. They are different. I did it once, looking for help to learn how to start, slowly learned everything I needed, cost something else with a little real help. Deborah, you already know that you're going to find some assistance on this timeline, and we're connected. So whatever you need, if we can help you, we will. If we can help you, we will. Oh, yeah, hold on. I got y'all on here. Hold on. D just reminded us of. I got a whole bunch of signs over here. What another sign at? I got signs all over the place, y'all. Like our financial page. If I can find the sign. Here it is. If y'all on here right now, go follow this page, National BB LLP. This is our business and financial education page. Hey, Latasha, thanks for jumping on. Drop your city and state. Follow this page, y'all. Deborah, I know you already did. You on there. You liking every day. We want to get up to 1,000 so we can go live on TikTok, y'all. Want to go live? Want to go live? So help us out, please and thank you. Please and thank you. If you're on here right now, it's 46 people on here. I don't know if it's counting me or not. 48 people on here. Go ahead and like that page. So, forming an LLC is not the same as starting a business. Forming an LLC means that you have an agreement with the Secretary of State. That means that you now have a protection between you and your business, right? There's a protection. Now, there's several different entities out there. Most people start off as sole proprietors. There's nothing wrong with that. You may not be in the position or mentally in the right mind space to do an LLC. But understand that just because you start an LLC, that don't mean you started a business. I've learned that it's easier to continue to lie to somebody than it is. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, T. Winton. Appreciate it. It's easier to continue to lie to somebody than it is for them to tell them the truth. Why? Because the truth tastes like rotten milk. Sometimes. The truth is sometimes stale. Hey, allow me to share a story with y'all. I heard this on social media and I liked it and I want to tell it. So just entertain me, y'all. And definitely keep on tapping. Tapping the screen. Tapping the screen. Y'all want to hear a short story? If y'all want to hear a short story, man, drop a number 5. Give me a high 5 if you want to hear a short story. And this is gonna help. This is gonna help kind of understand why we as people really don't like hearing the truth. Drop a 5 if you want to hear a short story. Had to grab me something to eat, man. I'm hungry. I know it's rude to be eating on, but only 2 people? Only 3 people? Man, no sense in telling it then. Oh, it's a couple? Okay. All right, check this out. So one day, the truth and a lie was walking in the woods. My wife laughing at me. One day, the truth and a lie were walking in the woods. And they walked up on a pond. And the lie said, hey, truth, I got an idea. Let's go skinny dipping. Truth said, hey, man, listen, I don't think that's a good idea. What if somebody see us? The lie said, you know what? Man, we in the woods. Ain't nobody going to see us. The last one in the water is a rotten egg. So the truth hurried up, got naked, took his clothes out, just stripped, right? And jumped in the water. Beat the lie in the water. The lie casually took his time, took his clothes off, but didn't get in the water. While the truth is just splashing all over the water, having fun, the lie took his clothes off and then put the truth's clothes on. Leaving the lie left his clothes in the woods. So when the lie realized that the truth wasn't getting in the water, the lie came out of the water. The truth came out of the water. And the truth was looking for his clothes. Meanwhile, the lie walked into town, dressed as the truth. You with me? Let me know if you're with me. The lie walked into town in the truth's clothes, dressed as the truth. And he started telling all types of stories. Hey, the sky is falling. Hey, you can do this, you can do that. And everybody believed him. You know why? Looked like the truth. Later on, the truth did not want to go into town naked. So he had to put the lie's clothes on. He said, but you know what? I ain't gonna put the clothes. I'm just going naked. I'm going right into town naked. And while the lie had deceived all the people with the truth's clothes, the truth started saying, hey, I'm here, y'all. Don't listen to what this person is saying. That's not the truth. That's a lie. People didn't believe him. The moral of the story is this. People would rather believe a dressed up lie than the naked truth. And with that, see, that's why we struggle as a people in general. Because the truth isn't popular. But the one thing about the truth is that it does not need a kickstand. It doesn't need support. It stands up by itself. Doesn't always taste the greatest. Now there's your truth, my truth, and the truth. I'll say that again. There's your truth, there's my truth, and there's the truth. Think about it. We say that we want to be told the truth, but then when people tell us the truth, we get upset, especially on social media. We start blocking people. We start getting mad. We start reporting people to the We started reporting people to the administrators. We started doing all types of things. We started calling that person out of their name. We started calling that person a fraud. We started doing all types of things. But because we want to hear what people are saying that makes us feel good, that makes us feel better, which is usually a lie. See, the truth should make you feel good. Knowing the truth should make you feel good. See, the truth of the matter is, in 2020, there were a lot of people who were affected financially by shutting down businesses. Because when the businesses shut down, many people lost their jobs, their livelihood. Many people had only one source of income. And even though they had been told before that it was more beneficial to have more than one stream of income, they had good paying jobs. Or they didn't want to start a business. Or they didn't want to do anything else. So when they lost those jobs, they were devastated. People had to take care of their families. This is when capitalism kicks in. This is when bad capitalists show up. Bad capitalists show up to take advantage of desperate people. And people were desperate. And those bad capitalists in this instance were these six-figure coaches. These dream givers, these creators of dreams. And they convinced a lot of people to get into this type of business, this crafting industry. Because there were a lot of people already in the crafting. But you know how people just popped up, right? It's amazing that an epidemic caused big businesses' sales to go up. People were buying printers. People were buying laptops. People were buying ink, paper, office supplies. People were even buying motorcycles. They were at home. They didn't want to wear masks. They wanted to get out and be free. Most people were making emotional purchases. So big business was still winning even during the epidemic. Online shopping went up. People started these businesses. People started these startups, but they really never started a business. And there's a lot of people right now that's in the middle of a startup, but they never even started their business. Follow us here to learn more about what I'm talking about. If you want to see me go live and talk about business education, business finances, and personal financial education, if you want to see me go live doing that, this page, this TikTok page has to get up. I'm no longer going to talk about it on this page. See, the fact of the matter is, there's always going to be some bad capitalist peeking his ugly head around the corner. There's always going to be somebody who sees an opportunity to take advantage of somebody who's weak-minded, who has a poor mindset, who's desperate, or who just don't want to do the work. Focusing on people who are in certain situations, single moms, single households, impoverished people, low-income families, planting a seed or a dream to say that they can do it, and they can do it with the right education and the proper tutelage and the right guidance. But I'm still looking for those people who say that they can teach you how to build a six-figure business. I'm looking for them to show me how much money they're keeping. Because it's not about how much you can keep. It's not about how much you can make. It's about how much you can keep. I'm going to lose a lot of people with these words that I'm saying. Those are not the people that I'm talking to. I'm only talking to the people who want to know how to keep their money, who want to know how to build a legacy. Creating an LLC or formulating an LLC is a great idea if you're serious about your business and your personal assets. You don't want to remain a sole proprietor for so many reasons. That's going to have to be a personal answer, Aisha. I can't answer that. I can't answer that publicly. I just followed you. So you can message me and we can talk, because every situation is different. There's no one answer to when somebody should change from LLC to sole proprietorship. if I had to, if you're serious about your business today, create an LLC. Why? Because you want to protect your personal assets. If you're selling a product or a service that can actually hurt somebody, if it can cause you to get sued, you want some protection. That's my recommendation. Why are you not creating an LLC if you're a business owner? If you are a business owner, I recommend you having an LLC because that means you have products and services. So many people out there who are making cosmetics and personal things and apparel. People are allergic to things. The last thing you want to do is get sued for everything that you have and things that you don't. And you working for somebody to pay them off because you don't have a LLC. That's just my opinion. However, there are some reasons why you should have an LLC. And like I said, every situation is different. So I would be more than happy, Aisha, to talk to you on a one-on-one basis for free, just to have a conversation about your personal situation and why you should or should not have an LLC. Matter of fact, Google sole proprietorship. Sole proprietorship is an entity. LLC is an entity. LLP, S Corp, and C Corp, they're all entities. But a sole proprietorship is not a legal entity. It's not an agreement with the Secretary of State. But an LLC is not a business either. It's an agreement. A business, by definition, is somebody, an entity that's looking to make money. You got products and services. That's it. And when you listen to other professionals or people who are in a professional area, just because they got a title and they tell you something, still go research it. Even as I tell you this, research it. Don't just listen to me. Do your research. Y'all ain't seen my shirt? Google is free. Google's free. Your CPA might not want you to have an LLC because it's going to be more work. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. Let's be honest. Follow this page. I got some content on it already, but I can't go live because we were busy building this platform. And I got so involved in talking about business finance, strategies, and tips on this page to where it got confusing to people. Why? Because people are confused. Simple as that. They're looking at the page saying, hey, they sell sublimation blanks and supplies. Why are they talking about business and finance? Because they go hand in hand. Finance and business goes hand in hand with any business. Y'all are a good team. I'm pushing from you. Okay, well, thank you. And you have your LLC. That's what's up. That's what's up. So that's what I had to say today. It's Sunday, y'all. And we got a sale. Got a sale, y'all. Every Sunday, okay? Every Sunday we have a sale unless we have another one going on. It supersedes that one. But 15% off, guys. All right? What do you think about nonprofit organizations? I'll talk to you offline about that. More than happy to talk to you offline. You got a private account. Can't help you. Got to receive my request. And I say that, ladies and gentlemen, because here's the deal. If I start answering questions, all willy-nilly, and someone hears it the way that they want to hear it, now that's fine, Sandy. If I start answering questions about different things all willy-nilly and people hear it the way that they want to hear it, then it may not apply to them. I don't want to be the bad sharer of information. I want to be a responsible sharer. No, man, we are not open today. Oh, no, we just in here getting it in. We getting some prints together. We're going to fix some boxes. We're getting some boxes ready for our eco-solvent ink that we're going to be starting up. Launching on Friday. D said launching on Friday. Eco Vibe, y'all. Eco Vibe. Y'all see that? So, hey, Lawanda. That's our buddy from Bethlehem. Yeah, so, me answering questions like that on live, then we're located in Columbia, South Carolina. Me answering questions like that on live, then people start to formulate their own idea. It's a great question that you asked, okay? And I'll be more than happy to answer it. You can message me. We can do a phone call. Don't matter to me, okay? But I'd rather answer that because every situation is different, all right? Just like the young lady that said, hey, starting her person told her to stay a sole proprietor. What's the benefits? You can Google sole proprietor versus LLC and find out what the benefits are. So you suggest straight LLC from the beginning? Top tier. What you working with? Are you serious about your business? Once again, if you got cosmetics, if that is you, I just open up your profile. I'm looking at it right now. If you're doing cosmetics, what you think? I want you to answer your own question. If you're doing cosmetics, that means that you're doing something that's going on somebody's skin, that's touching people. Doesn't matter if stuff is all natural. People are allergic to things. You want to protect yourself. So hopefully that answered your question. Hopefully that answered your question. Yes. Thank you. We gotta think outside of the box. Many of the questions we already have the answers to. We just want to bounce it off of somebody who we feel that's in a professional position. But all these titles ain't necessarily professionals. I mean, you can look at the sports profession right now. You see all them coaches, all them losing coaches. All them losing coaches, then they get replaced in the middle of the year. I'm just saying. Y'all got enough people on this. Well, I think we had about 60 or 70 people at the peak. But y'all got enough people on these calls when we jump on to actually network with one another and actually, ask questions. Just my recommendation. The only thing about business that everybody needs to understand is these three things. I'm confident enough to be able to be successful in any business because you got to have an idea, you got to have positive cash flow, that's money on hand, and you got to understand how business works. And I feel like I know all three. I'm confident enough to know or feel like I know all three. There's no blueprint to success in business. If there was, those three things would be the beginning. Have an idea, have positive cash flow, and understand how business works. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and go because my daughter's calling, and I got an appointment with her. But formulating an LLC or forming an LLC is not the same as starting a business. It's not. It is not. So once you understand that and you want to know more, follow me here. If you guys want to set up an appointment, you can follow me here. If you guys want to learn more about what we're talking about, follow me here. Man, follow me here. All right, listen, my name is Eric. That's D over there. We the Blank Spot Sublimation Blank Supply Store located in Columbia, South Carolina. This Sunday, man. I don't know what y'all doing on Sunday, but I'm spiriting some business cheer. Listen, stop going with people because of the success that they've shown and start hanging around people who can help you get to the next level just by education, okay? Just by education. If it costs a lot and it's not in your budget, really, you're going to have to invest at some point in time. I'm just going to tell you, man, it don't cost no $2,000, no $1,000, no $5,000 for no class. It don't. Because a lot of the information out there is actually out there. It's available. However, you're not paying for that information. You're paying for their time and their education and the way they actually perceive that information. That's what you're paying for. Where you at, Sandy? Where are you? So invest in yourself, invest in your business, absolutely. But be smart about it, okay? Like I always say, guys, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Make sure you like and follow this page too. Like and follow this page too. Yeah, NC is not bad. We right down the street, Columbia, South Carolina. Like and follow this page. Hope you got some value. I'll be talking to y'all soon. Hop on in the morning, and I'm going to explain how I didn't have a meltdown last Monday, but I'm going to explain how I slipped, tripped, and almost bumped my head, and why you should keep your composure while you're on social media. So we're going to talk about that tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys take care, and I'll be talking to y'all soon. Peace.